What is up, everybody? Professional wrestler Chris Wilde back with another video here in Eagles News Now. And I'm back from my earlier live feed, which got interrupted. But I was talking about this loss, 27-17. The Eagles go down to the New York Giants, a team that I do not think is a good football team. And I know I should be sitting here and saying kudos to Giants fans and the Giants team for breaking that streak of 8 straight times that we have beaten the Giants. But I just can't, because you know why? The Giants are not a good football team. And the Eagles, once again, have proved that they're not a good football team either, coming off of a bye. And
what are you doing on computer? Go outside, so beautiful!
Playing the way that they played was absolutely unreal. And it all started with the defense. You know, we look at the defense. The Eagles win the toss. They defer. The defense comes on the field and lets Daniel Jones, that guy, drive down the field. Again, Darius Slayton wasn't even playing for part of that drive, if that tells you anything. Daniel Jones, 34-yard run into the end zone, just unreal. And then the next drive the Giants had, again, Daniel Jones brings the team down the field, and Wayne Gallman, who the hell is Wayne Gallman, scores a touchdown against the Eagles as well. Defensive coordinator Jim Schwartz, I've said this before, and I will say it again, and I will say it probably multiple times this season. Don't give up, Bazooka Joe says. I am giving up on this defensive coordinator because he absolutely sucks. He's the worst. If it's up to me, I mean, guys, Jim Schwartz is gone. He's absolutely gone. This is a guy that, again, you know, we love that Super Bowl year, but he gave up 500 yards in the Super Bowl. If Brandon Graham doesn't come back and play hero, we might lose that game. And then where's Jim Schwartz? Well, he's not on the Eagles. And then the following years, I go back to last year against the Miami Dolphins. And look, the Dolphins are good now. But then they were horrible, and the Eagles gave up a lead to them, let them win. The Panthers, the Titans, years before, the Eagles have given up big leads to those guys as well as the Vikings. I mean, Jim Schwartz is a bad defensive coordinator. He proved it today. And look, I know a lot of that has to do with some of the players. The Eagles have no linebackers. They have absolutely none. I'm going to watch this team 7 more times this season. No flags. I'm asking myself that same thing. Like, it is so painful. It is like willingly going to the dentist for a root canal. It is just that bad. No air horn for that, because it's just bad. It is a horrible feeling to watch this team week in and week out absolutely disappoint you. They had a bye week. After the bye week, you should have you should be rested. You should have time to game plan against, and you're not game planning against the 2018 Patriots. You're game planning against the New York Giants. They're horrible. They're a bad team. They're part of this bad NFC East least. And you put out that performance. It's Doug Peterson. It's the entire coaching staff. And I could go on with the players, but come on, man. The players are put in these positions.
Bruh.
Right. The players are put in these positions because the coaches put them there. Avonte Maddox is not an outside corner. He's 5'9". We've been saying this all year long. He got hurt for games, so we forgot about it. He comes back. He's not an outside corner. This guy is a slot corner. He's better than the guys you have at slot corner, but you still play him on the outside. Why? Michael Jacquet. Why was Jeffrey in the game? You get one ball thrown to him. So, let me get to this defense. Michael Jacquet played well against Ben DiNucci and the Dallas Cowboys. I don't know what that says, if anything. However, why not at least give him a try? Because look, again, this is Daniel Jones and the Giants that are making plays against you. Absolutely, absolutely horrible.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
I mean, and again, this is Jim Schwartz. This is Doug Peterson. The fact that the offense looks so bad that they Jalen Hurts in and out of this lineup for no reason when the defense knows, because I know. So I can tell you, if I know, if me, Johnny Superfan, knows, then the rest, then these coaches that get paid a lot of money know that when Jalen Hurts comes in the game, it's going to be an RPO. I mean, he threw it one time this entire year since he's going to be in there. This is bad. Look, we're still first in the NFC East. We still lead the NFC East. Who cares? I don't care. It's just because it doesn't matter when you see after a bye something like that. Just horrible football from what might be a horrible football team. I don't know. I mean, I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's been a weird day with my live stream being disrupted, with the Eagles losing, with my children acting like animals. It's just been one of those days. And I didn't see this coming. I really thought the Eagles were going to blow this Giants team out the water because they should have. They absolutely should have beat this team really badly. But they didn't. So, you know. It's the sad air horn, guys. That was the sad air horn.
Can you turn it down a little bit?
Yeah, just a really poor game by the Eagles. You can only laugh at it at this point. Zach River Comics, what's going on, man? Yeah, the sad air horn. It's all I got right now. That's really all I got because I don't know what to do anymore. I just have no idea. You face a Giants team that is bad. A quarterback like Daniel Jones who's bad. What's there to do? What's there to do? But honestly, guys, look, we knew the Eagles were not a great football team. And I bought into the fact they got all these guys coming back. I told people all week long that, look, we're getting Miles Sanders back. We're getting Alshon Jeffrey back. Isaac Seumalo, who didn't return, we're getting him back. Malik Jackson on the defense. This team is going to be rejuvenated, healthy. The coaches had 2 weeks to come up with a game plan against this bad New York team. This is going to be a blowout. And it should have been a blowout, but on the other side, if the Giants were a good team, if the Giants were a good football team, they would have blown the Eagles out. They would have absolutely blown this Eagles team out, but it was 14-3 going into the second half. The Eagles made a game of it up until like 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. It shouldn't have been that close, which is why I say the Giants are a bad football team. Trust me, they are. They're not going to win the NFC East. I guarantee you that. I don't know who is at this point, but I can tell you it's not going to be the Giants. I think the Eagles will luck into it because talent takes over at some point. At some point, these players have got to try to overcome the bad coaching.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
I'm convinced we don't know how to use talent. Yep, Jeremy Havoc's going to be pissed at me. Jeremy Havoc is already pissed at life. And yeah, we don't know how to use talent. I mean, it's not just that, they haven't acquired enough. Ian Rappaport said we were a playoff contender. Ian Rappaport can say whatever he wants to. Look, the Eagles should be. Again, the talent that we have, guys, on that defensive line, they should not have gotten pushed around by this offensive line like they did. Maybe that has something to do with the fact that the defensive line coaches were quarantined for COVID precautions, something that the Philadelphia media didn't tell you this week. Michael Rappaport, that's my boy. You owe McNabb an apology. I love Donovan McNabb. I don't owe him an apology. I love Donovan McNabb. Always have. I mean, Donovan McNabb destroyed the NFC East for years and years. And if it wasn't for the Patriots cheating in the Super Bowl, he'd be a Super Bowl winning quarterback. I absolutely love Donovan McNabb. I wish I had my little McNabb bobbleheads in front of me. I think McNabb is an underrated quarterback. And again, if the Patriots didn't cheat in that Super Bowl, he's a Super Bowl winning quarterback, and he's a Hall of Fame quarterback. He helped change the game, did Donovan. So I don't owe Donovan McNabb an apology. Tell that to the 16 Donovan McNabb jerseys that I have. Yeah, I was a big Donovan McNabb guy. Like I am a Carson Wentz guy. I think Carson gets the same shit that Donovan got. Absolutely. You know, with Donovan, if you remember, he got a lot of crap when at that time Andy Reid didn't put any weapons around him. I mean, Charles Johnson, Torrance Small, Todd Pinkston's better than some of the receivers on this team. Nate Brown. I mean, Hank Baskett. I mean, McNabb until T.O. didn't have anything. Good old D'Lo kicked out of his finish. Yeah, you did kick out of D'Lo's finish, and the Eagles almost kicked out of the Giants' finish today, but coaching kind of didn't let them do that. So.
Yeah, boy!
Oh, yeah, well, that was, a couple years ago? I thought McNabb, I did have an issue with Donovan giving shit to Carson when Carson gets the same shit Donovan did. Absolutely. So, again, I don't owe him an apology. I think then when he was saying, the Eagles need to think about drafting another quarterback if Carson doesn't get to the play, it's like, dude, you went through the same thing. That's why I had heat with Donovan McNabb. Like, Donovan is talking bad about Carson when Carson went through the same thing Donovan went through. Except Donovan had a better head coach than Carson does. You know, if Donovan, and that's what really annoyed me about McNabb is once he left Philly, he went to the Redskins, and then to Minnesota, and he vanished after that. He was giving Carson a lot of crap for the same stuff that he went through. You would think that he would be able to sympathize, but he wanted to be one of these NFL hot take guys, and it backfired because, he's not now. But I was a huge Donovan McNabb fan, and I did want to fight him for the Carson Wentz comments, absolutely. So.
Wrong.
I mean, Zach River Comics, $4.99 super chat. Thanks for being honest on your opinions. Now hit that air horn. You definitely, for that $4.99, get the air horn. It is going off right now. I'll even give you another version of the air horn. That's how we're doing it. That's how we're doing it after a loss. Just painful. So what happens to the Eagles now? Where do we go from here? Well, they play Cleveland next week. Cleveland didn't look all that hot against the Texans today. Again, guys, I mean, it comes down to coaching. The talent on this team is going to have to overcome some of the coaching that they're dealing with. Which... Yeah, I agree. I don't know. You can only laugh, guys, after this loss. And look, at least the Giants were kind of due, right? We beat them 8 times in a row. 8. It's hard to beat a team 9 times in a row. It's hard to beat a team 2 times in 3 weeks, especially in the same division. But I really thought that they were going to win. I thought it was going to be a blowout against this team.
Mike, that's the wrong number.
But it should have been. It should have been. If I'm telling you, oh my goodness, Miles Sanders and Boston Scott running all over the Giants. If Doug Peterson just would have kept to that, then maybe, possibly, they would have won. Possibly. But it is what it is, and here we are. Here we are. 3-5. 3-5-1. And I never thought that this team would let me down like they did. But they have. So 3-5-1 it is. I don't know, guys. I mean, the only thing I'm going to do, it's my cheat day. I'm going to get some pizza. I'm going to text Hector for comics. I'm going to drink some Polar seltzer water so I don't have a headache tomorrow and try to figure out if I want to watch this team and how I'm going to watch this team for 7 straight more games.
The pizza is aggressive.
Because I have no idea. This is going to be... it's going to be hard to do.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop fucking lying.
No, I am going to get pizza. Seriously. I'm going to. It's going to have pineapples and ham on it. Let's talk about that, guys. What do you think? Pineapples and ham on pizza. Yeah. Zach says it feels like WrestleMania 35. Yeah, 7 more games that we got to deal with this. 7 more stinking games. It is just absolutely horrible.
Daddy, please lower
I don't know.
the
I
sound.
mean, what do you guys? I mean, it's just gonna. It's tough. It's my son is you know.
But it's like last thing.
I don't know. What are we doing, guys? 7 more games of Eagles football. What's gonna happen? Will Jalen Hurts be starting by the end of it? I don't know. Because I can't completely blame this on Carson. I mean, he threw some bad balls, but man, guys were in his face nonstop. Sua Opeta, one of the worst offensive linemen I've ever seen in my life. Jamon Brown and him should start a tag team, and maybe try to get into WWE. They'd be great at putting other guys over, because they put the Giants' defensive line over huge today. Like I said, Wentz. I mean, what are we talking about here? A second and a half to get rid of the ball. And he didn't throw any interceptions. No turnovers from the Eagles. And I'm looking, no turnovers from the Eagles offense today. I mean, that's something to celebrate, right?
Yeah, boy.
I think that's something to celebrate there. No turnovers for the Eagles offense in a loss. And we still lost to the New York Giants because the defense could not stop. I could not understand why. Why he didn't even get touched on that 34-yard run. Hey, Chris, I'm disappointed with this team. Doug is using modern. Went away too quick. Man, I'm just, disappointed isn't even the word. Like, again, at this point, I went from mad, if you saw my other stream. I went from sad to mad to now I'm just laughing. It's just blow it up. That's what I'm saying. Blow it up. 2020 needs to go away. Needs to go away, guys. Because this Eagles football team is absolutely depressing the shit out of me.
Depression.
It's the most depressing football team I've seen. I was better during the Chip Kelly era. I went to a game with Bazooka Joe on Monday night against the Panthers when Bryce Brown was a starting running back and the Eagles got destroyed. I was better then than what they're doing now. I can't tell you. You know what? I've told you guys. Look back at videos. Jim Schwartz is a bad defensive coordinator. You let that team, in the beginning of the game, 14 straight points, and you wonder why you lost. Browns. Yeah, we got the Browns next. What are they going to do? Nick Chubb is going to run all over us. Chip Carey, Doug Peterson. Yeah, Chip Carey would be a better... Well, I don't know. You know what, Doug? I think Doug is a good head coach. I told you guys this in my earlier stream before it was interrupted. I really think Doug is a good head coach. He's a bad offensive coordinator. He's bad. I think he's a good motivator. As far as offensive coordinator, guys, he sucks. Give up the play calls to somebody else. Rich Scangarello. Anybody. But he's bad. I'll tell you what. I don't like Jim Schwartz so bad. There were times today where I wanted to fight Jim Schwartz. When Boston Scott ran that 56-yard touchdown, and the Eagles defense now just has to clamp down because the momentum is switching to the Eagles. All they got to do is clamp down on that New York Giants Daniel Jones-led offense. And what happens? Within 4 plays, they're in the end zone. I was ready to fight Jim Schwartz. Absolutely ready to fight Jim Schwartz.
Catch me outside, how about that? Catch me outside, how about that?
I'm telling you, it just didn't make sense to me, guys. Offense does something good. Defense gives up a touchdown or points right after. Tale as old as time.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Just bad. So, I'm pissed off. I'm angry. You know, I don't know what else to do. I'm sure Giants fans will check this out and will laugh. But at the same time, we beat you guys eight straight times. So again, I guess you're due there. I'm wondering if Zach Ripper Comics watched the game at all, or if he just decided not to. Just watch Nikel Roby-Coleman gives up big yards next game. Nikel Roby-Coleman, for a guy, look, they told you during training camp that this guy was the best corner on the field, and he has just looked absolutely horrible. He's been probably the worst corner that I've seen. Avonte Maddox has not played well either. So, it is what it is. I've got to yell at my son real quick. Owen, I told you to get changed. You should be changed. My son is still in his pajamas. That's the type of day I'm having today.
It's very loud.
But all right, Jack. I'll see you later, man. Hopefully, we got some good. You know what? I thought this was the start of a run and some good weeks for the Eagles, and apparently, it's not. You know, we're just it's the same. It's the same thing. Same thing. Different week. Did I watch the game? I know you didn't. I know Zach Ripper Comics did not watch the game. He was probably playing Destiny or Punisher, Predator. I need to be punished right now for being such a big fan of this team that just beats the shit out of me every week. Absolutely beats me to death every single week. Every single week. So, but look, thank you guys for watching. Thanks, guys, for the first stream, which had way more than after the season. I'm no longer taking what they say. Yeah, you can't. Training camp is like, you can't take training camp from face value, especially when it comes to the Eagles, because, I mean, you know, they just show me on the field. Absolutely. Absolutely. And at some point, guys, these players are going to have to overcome the bad coaching. So, with that being said, guys, man, the Eagles get beat 27-17.
I can't believe you've done this.
To the New York Giants. Whatever made my dad do that. Yeah, Howie is a horrible drafter. Horrible. I wouldn't let Howie Roseman draft my fantasy football team, which is also getting killed this week, by the way. Thank you, Christian McCaffrey. So, with that being said, guys, DK Metcalf, yeah, I would have loved to have him here. But instead, we took J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, who wasn't even active today. Yeah, it might be clean house time. It really might be. But I'll be back, guys, probably tomorrow with I'll dig a little bit deeper on this. And until then, guys, I've got some things I need to do, not Eagles related. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching that horrible game that we saw. Hopefully, maybe we're setting up for something good in the stretch. I doubt it, but we're Eagle fans. We die with this team, and we got 7 more weeks to go, guys. This has been Chris Wild. I'll see you later.